So, some updates on the Fincher and Nolan verse. Nolan is set to do Oppenheimer, a biopic about Robert Oppenheimer, a famous physicist. He was behind the nuclear bomb, and he's already cast Cillian Murphy. You know Murphy from Batman Begins, Inception, and other Nolan films. I don't have any issue with Cillian himself. I actually do like him quite a lot. I really liked him in 28 Days, but I gotta say, this is a very uncreative decision to just cast him again in a lead role. He doesn't really look like Oppenheimer, so I don't know. Maybe they'll do some makeup magic and really convince me this is a good decision. It just feels a little bit lazy on Nolan's part, but this is going to be a challenge because this has only got $100 million, which compared to Tenet, which had over $200 million, it's going to be interesting to see how he's going to work with these confines. And Universal is giving him a very, very good deal. Some new people and old people are back. Hans Zimmer apparently will not be doing the score, so he's going to be working with a non-Hans Zimmer composer. So hopefully that'll be interesting. And on top of this, Michael Caine can actually be in this film, possibly. There have been reports that Michael Caine retired. That's not what he said. What he said precisely was that his next film will probably be his last film because he's just not getting a lot of film roles. He suffered a leg injury. He can't move a lot, so he's not retiring. It's just he's probably just going to be slowing down, and for all intents and purposes, he's retired, but he's not officially retired. Which, with Michael, is kind of a hit or miss because, yes, he's a great actor. He can do spectacular roles, but he's also infamous for doing things like Jaws the Revenge, which is one of the worst films of all time. I know I say that a lot, but wow, Jaws the Revenge is legitimately just something that will traumatize you, and just how stupid and grotesque and just pointless it is. And he's even joked about it publicly. But I have to be honest, I thought his cameo in Tenet was incredible because he was one of the few things I liked about Tenet. So it'll be good if Nolan can bring him back for a final appearance, but we shall see. Now on to Fincher, who is doing a new project with Netflix. This was being hyped up for quite some time. So I guess many people expected the next directed project. That's not what this is. Apparently he's producing a new docu-series called Voir, which essentially is going to be a set of video essays looking at cinema. Not a lot of details, so it's going to be interesting how this works out, how involved he is, but it's definitely interesting. And Fincher is himself a film fanatic. He's been interviewed on film and film history, so this fits within his wheelhouse. It's just, I wonder what the end game is. I mean, are they going to do just mainstream cinema, experimental cinema? Hard to know at this point, but it's interesting to see how this is going to work within his larger Netflix role, because of course his main thing is doing television and films for them, but they've sort of been a little lukewarm with his latest projects, right? As far as I know, Mindkiller is going to stop. And Mank, I think, was incredible, but we just don't know how well it did because they don't release numbers. So it'll be interesting to see what his future with Netflix will be. But there we are. So Fincher is doing Voir, and Cillian is in the lead role for Oppenheimer with the new Nolan biopic. So we shall see where this goes. But I hope Nolan does succeed, because it'd be interesting to have like that genre still be very viable in big screens. But so far it does feel like he's just repeating himself. But we'll see if he'll give us a few surprises. I doubt this is going to be a straightforward biopic. I'm sure there's going to be quite a few twists and turns when we actually see the film. But we'll have to wait and see.